Hi everybody. I'm hopping on today to do a video, if I can get it zoomed in on me. I'm doing a video today on my fish. Believe it or not, I have a goldfish that is 10 years old. And I wanted to show you how I clean his tank and what I do, because obviously if he's lived for 10 years, I must be doing something right. So anyway, I thought I'd get on and show you guys how I do it. Here he is. He doesn't have a name, but look at his tank. I can't believe I'm showing you my filthy fish tank. This jug of water right here is just a jug that I have filled with filtered water, and I've left it here for 24 hours to come to room temperature, and I keep it right next to his tank because my apartment is different temperatures in different places. Near the windows it's a lot colder, so I want it to be the same temperature that he has. So there he is again, and so anyway, I'll show you guys how I clean him up. Okay guys, so here we are at my kitchen sink, and I'm going to show you how I clean my fish. This is the tank, kind of like the holding tank that I keep him in while I am cleaning his tank. I just put a little bit of his fish water in there, and then I fish him out with this, and then I put him in his in this holding tank. So that's what I'm going to do first. So here he is in his little holding tank while I clean his tank. So I'm going to try to get this on camera for you guys. I can't believe his tank is so dirty, but first thing I do is I remove his little trees and things that he has in here. They're pretty grungy, and I will be rinsing those out. So I just dump the water out, and I have a strainer that is just one that just a mesh strainer that I use to wash his rocks. So I pour out the water in the strainer. Now in the summer, or some people I guess I should say, like to keep that water to water their plants. That fish water is really good for your gardens and your house plants. So you could certainly do that. Okay, this tank is very slimy. He's in a very sunny room, and so his tank gets very full of algae. So I just run it under water. I like to do hot then cold, and I just strain it through. Rinse them out until I feel they're rinsed out well enough, and this tank is a 3.5 gallon tank. Alright, now I'll just let that set and drain while I am washing the rest of his stuff. I just run this under just water. I don't use any soap on his tank whatsoever, just clear water. I like to scrunch these together because they kind of they rub against each other and kind of act like a scrubber. They are full of algae, I'll tell you that. They're pretty slimy. Okay, now comes the tank. I do want to use warm water in that. And then I just use a couple of paper towels. Pretty algae. A lot of algae in here. Look at that. Can you see how algae? It's all green. I'll probably have to use a few different paper towels. The room that I keep him in is very sunny, and apparently the sun is what makes the algae on the fish tank. Now he is not in direct sun either. He's just in a sunny room. Look at that. You can see the algae coming off on my cloth. Okay, so I'm going to dump this out and get some fresh. More clean paper towels. Try to get in all the corners and up around the rim because that rim gets quite dirty. And this usually, I have to do this usually about once a month. I think more often, maybe once every 3 weeks now that I am here in this bright sunny apartment. Might be a little more accurate. There. Okay. Oops. Alright, so now I'm going to put the rocks back in. This tree back in. I put the tree toward the back of the tank so he can have more room. Sorry, I hope that wasn't too loud for everybody. I kind of try to bury the little tree so that it won't float to the surface. Okay? Now all I do is pour in the clean water, and I do it over my hands so that it won't make a mess of the stones in the bottom. And I can feel the water is the same temperature as his was. I've still got some water left in here, but I'm going to put him in now, and that way I can move his tank where it's not so much water in it, less of a chance of spilling, and then I'll finish filling it. So here he is. I'm just going to fish him out. He's still pretty spunky for an old guy, but he has lost a little bit of his vim and vigor. Okay, so I'm going to bring him out and put him where he belongs. Okay, I'm going to wash his cover now too. Again, I don't use soap. I just, even though this never touches him, I don't use soap on it. I don't want soap anywhere near him. And I will I will wipe this out with more paper towels. There's that. This is his old dirty water. I'm just going to dump it out. And I will put this and this back under my sink. That's where I store his dishes. So I'm going to stop this and go out and show you the last step. Okay guys, so I'm just going to finish filling up his tank. His tank is in place now, so I'm just going to pour it in very slowly because I don't want to mess up the rocks in the bottom. There we go. Now I could, if I want to, fill that up, finish filling that up to the black spot. If I want to, I've done it before, but I try not to get too close to that black rim around the top because it leaks a little bit. So I just wipe up any spots of water I might have and put his cover on. And there you have it. There is my 10-year-old fish. I gotta tell you, you guys, he's 10 years old, and he was just a 33-cent goldfish that I bought at Walmart, and he's lived all this time. I don't know why, I'm not really sure, but that's how I take care of him. I make sure that I don't have any soap around him whatsoever, just plain clear water, and it's filtered water. I filter it through my Brita filter. And I think a big reason is I get that water sitting by him in my green pitcher a day ahead of time. I let it sit 24 hours to warm up to his temperature. Now from what I hear, it's a big temperature of fish is a big deal. You don't want to give them too much of a change in temp because it's shocking to their system. But anyway, isn't he beautiful? I love his fins. He's just gorgeous. But yeah guys, 33 cents at Walmart. And he's lasted for 10 years. Isn't he gorgeous? And this is the food that I feed him. It's just cheap goldfish food that I got at Walmart as well. But he's very enjoyable. I enjoy him so very much. I love watching him. He comes to the corner of the tank right here and he'll watch me do things around my apartment. So he does watch. There's a lot of company, believe it or not. But anyway, there he is in his fresh, clean tank. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Let me know if you guys have any fish that have lasted like this one. And thanks, subscribers. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Hit the subscribe button below. And I really appreciate you guys. I'm happy that you came to see my video. I hope this helps you guys out with changing your fish water and what you can do to keep a healthy fish. Okay, everybody, have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.